Hi guys, welcome back. This time, very last minute crit race that I decided to do this morning, which starts in 20 seconds. So a bit of backstory. It's about 8:30 on a Sunday morning, and I looked at Companion and went, oh, this starts in 10 minutes. So I thought it would be a great idea to dive on, and this is what I like to call the Zwift panic. So if anyone's ever done the Zwift panic before, it's where you've either rushed to get on a race, or something's not connected, or something that has just not gone right when you've tried to get in on a race. So the Zwift panic is real, and that's why my heart rate from starting is about 145, because I was definitely rushing around like a lunatic to get on. Really, these first couple of laps are a warm-up, because I've done no warm-up whatsoever. I actually only got on the bike with a minute to go, and I only clipped in with 30 seconds to go, and that's just when I started recording. So definitely panicking. So this is going to be the part of every lap that I think it's going to break. Oh, absolutely wasted my draft. And this is part of the Zwift panic. I haven't put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so quickly rushing through trying to get it on Do Not Disturb so it doesn't spoil the race, because for those techies amongst you, I record on my phone, screen record Zwift on my phone, and then overlay the pictures later. I either record on my iPad, me, or use a GoPro, so I kind of switch between either or. But I had forgot this morning, so again, this is the whole back to the Zwift panic. So this bit here, this is where I think it's going to break on every lap. This little incline. And then the finish is on the other side, so it's hard to chase down. I'm not warmed up enough yet to do anything. Oh, seems to be breaking apart already. I'm really not warmed up for this. I'm not panicking just yet. So I did notice that the guy in green, is it Noel? He was a strong rider. I kept pushing on to the front on the incline, so I was going to keep an eye on him. I definitely had a form of game plan, because I've rode this race before, and most times on each lap, people attack on that incline. It being a Sunday, I definitely haven't got the legs after a long week to just go on a solo break this early, but I definitely think that I've got a little bit more in the tank than I think. I seen this on Friday, as in this route and this crit race, and I decided I wanted to do it. So I've done these before, and I enjoy the crit series on a weekend. And I had a bit of a day off yesterday. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to ride tomorrow, so I thought, you know what, I'll do this today. I'm still not warmed up at this point, but I'll definitely try and just like stretch my legs a little bit. Seems to be pushing the pace on a little bit now. Let's get up there. So at this point, Yuma went off the front, but there's no panic because we're going to come to the incline in a minute anyways, and everyone's going to push it hard on the incline, so I suspect we'll just close it down. Oh, so Yuma gone on a bit of an attack, a bit early. There's only 7 of us, so it's hard to get a group to stay on and work. I did notice the guy in green go again on this climb, so I'm kind of noticing that it's becoming a bit of a common theme. So I popped my draft boost and go again. This guy's gone over the top a few times. So me and him had a couple of second gap, so I thought we might be able to work together, but it was clear straight away that he wasn't interested. Oh, we've got a gap. Now, in reality, I probably should have pushed on a little bit here, but I didn't really have much in the tank, and I still wasn't really warmed up with only 7 minutes. The minute I got on the wheel here, I should have pushed through and went at the front, because we've now got a 2 second gap and 3 seconds on the back of that pack, so that would have been ideal now, just to push on between the two of us. So there's 2 of us out front now. Round about now though, the group behind start putting a bit of an effort in. Are doing like 6 watts per kilo to try and catch us up. So I think it's the move's gone. Definitely not warmed up for this. Someone's trying to bridge over to her. I still think we're too far out. Oh, we seem to be pulling it out again. They're working really hard behind to try and get back on. So I just noticed the guy I was with has just sat up. I think he wants to sit back in the pack, and it's definitely a long time to be out on front on my own, so I'll do the same. Right, here we go, we're all back together. Just before the climb as well. Right, I need to recover. My legs are not warmed up yet. So I'm back into recovery mode now. All 7 of us are together, so I'm just trying to maintain a steady pace, get my heart rate down, and kind of prepare for the rest of the race. So while the race is kind of stalled a little bit now, I'll talk a little bit more about the Zwift panic, as it is in the title. So stick it in the comments below, but how many of you have jumped on the trainer with a little bit of Zwift panic? Whether it be you forgot your towel, you've got on, realised that you haven't turned the fan on, or something like that. There's definitely several things that can contribute to the Zwift panic. Oh, hopefully these keep it nice and steady like this, and we can do a sprint at the end. So the thing I've found is probably one of the biggest panics is not getting connected. It's probably the heart rate monitor. I think a few of you out there might have done the same. There's nothing worse than jumping on a race and finding out that your heart rate monitor won't connect. Then you'll just get disqualified. So bit of a gutting one that, but happens to us all. One of the other things as well that's happened to me before, because I screen record on my phone. People have tried ringing me when I've been mid-race and it's disconnected. So that's something that I can contribute to Zwift panic, as I like to call it. Glad this has calmed down for a little bit. Might let my legs get into it. Yeah, I just mentioned it there, like my legs not being warmed up. Normally, I like to warm up anywhere from like 20 minutes to 5 minutes before a race, but kind of fluctuate between just kind of riding on something like Tempest Fugit, or sometimes just jump in the pen early and just spin my legs and do a couple of little efforts. But with a minute before the race starts, I am 100% not warmed up for this. Seems everyone keeps waiting for the incline every lap to actually put any effort in. So the tactical use of your power up as well, make sure you've got it for that. But at the minute, I'm just soft pedaling, like quite low cadence, not much power going through at all, but ready to ramp it up in a second. So straight away, in the 4 watts per kilo, 5s, oh, I'm definitely not warmed up for this, like. Not had any breakfast, just had a coffee, and then I seen that this was in 10 minutes and I was like, I can get ready.
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
In reality, I wouldn't recommend that to anyone without any kind of sufficient food, fuel, or whatever they put in themselves, plus enough time to kind of warm up. I wouldn't recommend that, but sometimes I'm my own worst enemy. So Friday, sorry, we had stage 4. The guy had flame socks, which you get at level 50, you can activate them then. But every time he activated them, we kind of knew what was happening. So he was either struggling to stay on, so we could see the flame socks, or he'd be in the pack like this, and he'd ramp it up really quickly, and we could see the flame socks and go, he's going to attack. So, great novelty, but I think tactics-wise, they're not great. Oh, I'm so glad this is as slow as it is for the minute. Obviously I could have spoken too soon. When everyone else is feeling Sunday morning as soon as I am. Yeah, so it was 8:30. I was scrolling on Companion, and because of the nature of this league, sometimes the slightly higher races have less people in, and I've seen a couple of these that I've only had one rider in my category, and I don't want that. A bit of an attack going off the front now, 2 of them. But these lot here seem to have cottoned onto it. Just over halfway now. Yeah, it's starting to split up now, so can't sit at the back anymore. So again, me and the same rider off the front again, just a second this time and 3 seconds back to the back of the pack. We should have really pushed on. I regret massively not pushing on now. So the team seem to split into 2 groups now. That group behind's working hard to try and get back on. And they will. But while they're working hard to get on, we're kind of recovering now. It's actually nice to be in a race for a change that hasn't got kind of constant attacks. So, got to take it when you can get it, and in this case, just let the heart rate come down. And we're all back together. So with only just a couple of laps to go, kind of mindful of how this next incline's going to go, and maybe someone might go over the top and try attack it. So I'm just keeping an eye on everyone's power numbers just to see if any spikes or anything like that. Right, I think it might get tasty on this lap, on the climb. Might say an attack now. If I had it in me, I would.
Okay, let's go.
So after saying if I've got it in me, let's see if I would go. I did just decide to push on a little bit and see if I could hold it, but I didn't have much left in the tank. Was this a mistake? I think so. I haven't got it. Tired.
Absolute waste of time.
Wow, someone just hit 21.
So fucking boring.
Watts per kilo.
Jesus.
Yeah, the minute I started to go, I feel I didn't have it. Right, I've got to recover now. Yeah, my legs just felt heavy. Yeah, maybe 24 minutes into the race. I'm only 25 minutes into my warm-up. Don't know who that was, hit 21 watts per kilo. Bit suspicious, that. Goes back to Mr. Black and Decker from a few videos ago. 32 watts per kilo. Just a little bit on the suspicious side. Just got to be careful now. This lot on the front are pushing. Just got to stay within touch. They're trying to ride away. Right, here comes an attack, I think. Oh no, he just wanted to stay with the group. Right, this time's going to be hard up here, I think. Relatively sensible.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Here's an attack from Yuma. Expecting this last lap to be fast. Oh. Wanted the feather. So it's important on this last lap just to stay as close as you can to the group. The pace is going to go up, and it's just understandable that people are going to try and ride away like this guy is here. Can't let him get away. So I am just trying to position myself now because I know at the base of the ramp it's going to go through the roof and a sprint's probably going to start back there. So I just need to make sure that I can kind of try and cover off as many of them as I can. The sprint for this is going to start at the bottom of the hill. What I didn't realise was that last lap, the pace ramping up made us drop 2 off the back, so we've only got 5 to contend with. So I'm actually in a terrible position here for a sprint because I'm off the back of the draft of the guy in front, and these other 2 here are sitting on my wheel and can use me to draft off to attack.
Don't you know, pump it up, you got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Oh.
Nice. Knew I could do it. Get me out of this shit.
Oh. And second place. Do you know what? I think probably without the Zwift panic of jumping on a little bit more preparation, but also spotting that move a little bit earlier, I might have actually, I might have won this. But as you can see, I'm not in a good place, and I probably should have been a little bit better. Oh. I wasn't ready for that. I should have won that. spotted the move a little bit too late. I thought he went too early, but second, gotta be happy with that. Right, thanks so much for watching, guys.